I'm a flex for you, because I know you're a humble guy. You got over 10K on IG.
Relax,
All
relax,
right, so let's say
relax.
you had a daughter, right? Given the current landscape of dating, how would you help her navigate it, or what would you give her advice to her?
Um, what's the time? Um, it's usually after 11 p.m. and a lot of things happen during that time, man. I'm trying, we're gonna keep it PG-13. You feel me?
Got you.
For the children that are watching.
What up? What up? Good morning, people.
This is the Vagiella Broadcast Show.
Timpin Salone. We're back again with another installment of your favorite show. You already know who it is. It's your host with the most. It's your boy. It's me. Come on now. Along with me, we got none other than Drew Bisky himself. Say what's up to the people.
What's up, everybody?
We have Mr. Echelon Carter.
What up? What up?
And we happen to have a very, very special guest. A member of the Vaggiato family. He's been here for a while. He's been in the background, but it's time he made his presence known to the people. So, Drew, if you will just do the honors, introduce him real quick.
Yep, so we got, like what we're saying, very special guest, long overdue. We have our brother Jamell in the house tonight.
Hey, how we doing? What's up? Y'all the place to be, Timpin Salone. How we all doing tonight, y'all?
Hey, you already know we're doing fantastic. We're in 4 undisclosed locations. Of course, you already know, more than 6 feet apart, per usual, off the grid. But we're doing all right. So, Mr. Carter, I'm gonna pass it to you real quick. Start it off.
Hey, well, a pleasure to have you, my good brother.
Brother,
So we're gonna start it off.
Brother Carter.
Brother Bridge, we can start it off like this. Say you had a daughter, right? Given the current landscape of dating, how would you help her navigate it, or what would you give her advice to her?
Ooh, man, that's a hard. That's a good question. Repeat it one more time so I can just get more thought on that.
So let's say you had a daughter, right? And
Hmm.
given the current landscape of dating, given like social media and how our generation interacts with one another, what advice would you give her on how to navigate this dating environment?
I would tell her to not focus on what social media is saying. Focus on what her idea of being a woman is, and her idea of a God fearing woman is. How to I think I would try to teach my daughter, and hopefully, me and my wife would be teaching my daughter what it means to be a wife versus just a woman trying to date and find love, but like what it is to be a wife, because in the Bible it says, one who findeth a wife findeth a good thing, meaning that you have to be a wife first, then for to be marriageable. It's like you have to be a wife first, um, because I think it's important to for any suitor to have someone that they can be compatible with. So I think given having a strong understanding and comprehension of the dynamic of a father figure and a mother figure, the two different roles of a husband and wife, like having that in a dynamic um, family household, I think is something important. It's something I would try to instill in teaching my daughter to not be like everybody else out here on these streets. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, pretty much that's what I would say.
Let me ask you something. So I'm a flex for you, because I know you're a humble guy. You got over 10K on IG.
Relax, relax, relax.
So so you're a man who has a lot of attention on you. You got a lot of eyes on you, and I know I don't want to hear the stories, but I do know that those DMs, they do have some, some stuff in there, and so, so look, I was just hoping you could share just maybe one story, just a little taste of this rise to fame. You
and like specifically like in regards to like
hey, anything crazy,
anything
anything
crazy.
interesting, maybe just something that made you really happy, maybe anything you want to share,
Um,
just one little taste.
Mm.
hmm,
We're gonna need a PG-13 for this episode.
yeah.
Yeah, dude, put up the parental advisory real
um,
quick.
what's it called? I remember one time. This is before I hit 10K, but it's like as I'm growing, I remember one time this chick, she messaged me. So a lot of times I support my friends' music or people who I like their artistry, and so I support their music and their brand, what they got going on. And outside of just like posting about it, what I also do, I'll do a cover to it, as you've seen me done multiple times before. So I think I remember before I had posted a cover to the song, I was posting the song and like showing love to it and telling people go tap into her name was Charity, right? And what's it called? What, no free promo? No free promo? I'm sorry.
No, of
Hey,
course. I
yo,
No,
mean,
no,
hey,
no.
hey,
We're
of
hey,
just
course, of
surprised you
don't
said
course.
the
drop,
name.
don't drop names, player. What you mean?
No. The artist name is Charity.
Oh, okay.
I'm not talking about her per se. It's not about her really. It's just example. But yeah, it was her music, right? And
Mhm.
so some shawty hit me up and was like, she put like fire emojis under her music, like under what like the post I made.
Mhm.
And I was like, yeah, she's dope, right? For sure, for sure. And she was like, yeah, she is. And she was like, I see you do music too. I was like, yeah. She was like, maybe you could play for me sometime. I said, hey, hold up, wait a minute. Something's right. You feel me? Like, so I was like, oh, okay, that can be arranged, one thing, led to the next, you know what I'm saying?
No, we don't. What are you
Huh?
saying? We don't know what you're saying.
Hey man, I didn't know this was the feds, man. Like, you trying to get into deep detail, brother? What's going
Okay, so like imagine if now imagine if your daughter did that, because she's gonna be in some dude's DMs at some point. How are you gonna tell her to navigate that?
if my daughter was someone that slid into a guy's DMs?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it depends on how she did. I think if it's more so like you are, you take a liking and an interest into someone more based on their character, their integrity, their morals,
Mhm.
um, and not only because I think a lot of times when we're talking about relationships and in a lot of stuff in general, we always talk about potential. Oh, this, that, and the third, but he got potential. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to me or anybody or anything, like I don't want to worry about the potential. I want to worry about the projection. Like
Mm.
where's the outcome? Where do you see yourself? What's the goal? Like there's more in there than the potential is very open ended.
Mm.
Um, like I said I had a post yesterday that talked about clarity and vision of where you want to go because your vision is a determination of how you prioritize your life and your time.
Mm.
So when I think about projection, it's like this is me having what's the steps in between this outcome that I'm trying to reach to.
Mhm.
Or and even when it comes to just necessarily purpose, it's like you can take closer and take actionable steps towards where you think your purpose is, because ultimately only God knows your true purpose, you know. But in the direction that you're trying to go, what you can do is just be consistent daily and doing the right things and taking the actionable steps to as close as where you think those steps are. But still allow God to order your steps, but like do those type of things. So I think she should worry about the projection of the guy, and she's actually like interested, because there's no problem with a girl showing interest to a guy first. Sometimes it's like I think most guys would love that, obviously, but I mean at the same time, I think it just really depends on her intention. Like what her intention is. If it's my daughter and she's just like, I want to watch my words, but like if she's just trying to go crazy, you know what I'm saying, like on demon time, as they like to say, like
Who's that?
relax, big girl. What's that? What's demon time? Um, it's usually after 11 p.m. and a lot of things happen during that time, man. I'm trying, we're gonna keep it PG-13. You feel me?
Got you.
For the children that are watching, Yeah.
We'll be right back after this short message.
I got a quick question. How you feel about your significant other wearing some rockets on that echelon vest? Is that a mandatory?
Hugh?
Say this, everybody can make their own decisions, but certain tastes are the finer things in life.
My question is like, if your daughter was shooting her shot at a man that is, going on a rise to fame, whatever, what kind of man would you want her to go after? Like, how would you want him to portray himself in social media?
Man, my perspective when it comes to stuff like that is just, as long as, you treat my daughter right and makes her happy, I love her, I can't really I don't think it's honest to say like you gotta be this or this or that. As long as you respect my daughter, it's all love. What you think, Jabisky?
Yeah, I think all about respecting the qualities they presume, like the characteristics they have, not necessarily like what they have, but like what they're about. Because a lot of the times it's hard to find a good person out there. You want to find a good person that's right for you and that will fit into your life and that won't steer you away from what you want to do. So making sure they fit your life personally, and then making sure they're a good quality person is something that is big. And I think a lot of times, even like today, a lot of people take that for granted, finding like real genuine people that really first care about you, but also are good quality too.
Jamell, you happen to be on TikTok, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now, before TikTok, there was Vine. Now TikToks can go. I think they're limited to about 15 seconds, right? If that's correct.
For which one? TikTok?
Yeah.
It's a minute.
Yeah. Well, now they
Oh,
expanded.
really?
It's more than a minute now.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so like, let's just say it was at a minute, right? Versus Vine, which is 7 seconds.
Yeah.
What goes through your mind when you're posting a video, like within that minute? Because like for me, they say that like the human brain can keep attention for only a certain amount of time, right? So like for a whole minute, that seems like a lot of time to capture somebody's attention. So what do you think about when you're creating a video, when you're trying to grasp their attention for that long?
Okay. So to answer that question, I want to say that I'm still new to the TikTok space, because at first I was really trying not to do it, but at the same time, I have to understand that TikTok is a really big way of growing organic and branding and marketing yourself as well. So TikTok is really booming right now. So with understanding and clarity on that, I definitely had to make the decision to hop in there. If you can't adapt to change, then what are you doing, right? So, but based off my idea of like posting content, especially on Instagram, because I've been doing that much longer, about a year and some change now. It's that it's not necessarily the first few seconds is the most, like the first 10 to 20 seconds are the most important seconds of the video to catch somebody's attention, right? So that's why a lot of times you would see, for me, one thing that's part of my brand with like the music is like I have my cup my mug with with the sax and stuff. Like I come, I'll come in and out with that. Or I do like the way I transition into the song. I always try to make it something that's like is gonna catch somebody's attention outside of maybe like the song itself, because people might like a certain song. It's like, oh, let me listen to this real quick. I also try to add certain type of elements to the beginning transition before the song really starts. So it's like I may dance a little bit before the song before I start playing. I may like start it off with like a spin move in the chair. You know, one of Drew's favorites is when I hit the left look.
Yeah.
To the side in the nothing even matters video that we did. And I don't know. I think it's something about just being able to catch the audience attention in the first few seconds. And so that's why like is what's important in TikTok. Like one thing that people do is like they use like the voiceover of like the words of like the
Mhm.
text that you caption. You
Mhm.
can do a voiceover of that because sometimes people might just scroll over it. But if they
Mhm.
hear it before they like officially go off and they hear like the plot, it's like and then like if the first I want to say if the first 10 to 15 seconds is like very appealing to the eye, then that's what's going to make your videos more popping or increase in views and boosting the algorithm.
Mhm.
Because when it comes to Instagram and TikTok and all these types of different social medias, the first, I think, if you can get like the amount of likes you get like in the first 3 to 5 seconds is key to how it boosts you in the algorithm in the explore page, which is
Mhm.
kind of crazy. Like that's why I think it's easier for like people with more followers if they post something and then like within like the first 5 seconds they get like 500. If you have 100,000 followers, you can probably get a good 500 likes and like because there's always someone on Instagram because the way social media works
Yeah.
and how everything is switching with like the metaverse and everything like that. It's about to get real digital out here,
Mhm.
But yeah, this I think it's about understanding the human psyche and like what catches people's attention and how to maintain that attention.
Gotcha. So like maybe maybe it's just what I think, but I feel like it's easier to blow up on TikTok than it is to blow up on Instagram,
It is.
right?
Yeah, organically, Instagram is not as efficient. I don't want to say not as efficient because any you can still get a post of any sort and kind and
Mhm.
blow up. But TikTok, it had a lot more younger people are on TikTok now,
Mhm.
and the TikTok demographic is more so honed to like it almost seems like it's honed to blow people up faster, because the way it boosts you into the algorithm a lot easier than it would I think Instagram does when it
Mhm.
comes to that. And so when it comes to how can you really get really recognized in the algorithm of TikTok, I think it's just more so about being consistent with your posting, like
Mhm.
how for me like how I was on Instagram, which I have to be more consistent on the TikTok, but being consistent with that at the same time actually making sure that what you're posting is like quality content and you have the right thing to really get that attention in those first 10-15 seconds because that's going to like be everything for the views and how many people's going to like it. So the more people like it, the more people's going to see it because it's going to
Mhm.
go more of like explore pages
Mhm.
and also using the right hashtags. That's very important. Yo, once again, my name is Jamell. That goes by J Instrumental on all platforms. That is J underscore instrumental underscore. Find me on any type of platform and show love to the content, show love to the brand. A lot of big things coming on the way, a lot of different opportunities, a lot of things that's going to be created for the culture of creatives all around the world. So stay tuned, tap in, and vibe with me.